Next are items 25, 26, and 27, which can be heard together. Item 25, ZC 220151, zone change to reclassify 18.7 acres from an RE Rural Estates Residential Zone to an R2 Medium Density Residential Zone. Waivers of development standards for the following: increased retaining wall height, increased building height, reduced residential driveway separation. Design reviews for the following: a single-family residential subdivision, finished grade, generally located on the east side of Pioneer Way alignment and the south side of Warm Springs Road within Enterprise. Item 26, VS 220152, vacate and abandon portions of a right-of-way located between Warm Springs Road and El Dorado Lane alignment and between Pioneer Way alignment and Tenaya Way within Enterprise. And item 27, TM 2250050, tentative map consisting of 147 single-family residential lots and 8 common lots on 18.7 acres.
Mr. Celeste, good morning again.
Good morning again, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. My name is Tony Celeste, address 1980 Festival Plaza Drive, here on behalf of the applicant and developer, Pulte Homes. First, as you can see from the overhead, our site is highlighted in yellow. It is just shy of 19 acres, located off of Warm Springs and Pioneer. A little bit farther to the east is Tenaya, and to the west is Buffalo. We are around what is now Nevada Trails, and then some other can see properties to be developed here. Just a little background: this was one of the properties that was up in the aviation auction that Pulte is now coming in to purchase and develop. We are proposing, as read, 147 homes, single-family detached homes on this site. Basically, two major components to this. First is our zone change. The property is planned mid-intensity suburban neighborhood. As you can see, most of the properties to the south and portions to the west and east of us are planned the same. With that, an allowed zoning is R2. We are coming in with an R2 zoning request, which is compatible to the master plan. As you can see here from the zoning map, most of the properties around us are either zoned R2, same density we're requesting, or more intense zoning district, whether it be R3 immediately to the east, which are the developed townhomes, or C2 zoning to the west there. So with that, we do believe the zoning is appropriate, and we appreciate staff's recommendation of approval on that. The next component is our site plan. First, a couple of things I'd like to go over before I get into the plan itself. We have, as you can see, a number of waivers that are requested. At this time, I'd like to withdraw a few of them. We don't need those waivers anymore. In particular, waiver number 2, I'd like to withdraw without prejudice. That was to increase the building height to above 35 feet. All of our homes will be 35 feet or less, so we do not need that waiver. And I'd also like to withdraw waivers 3A and 3B. Those were waivers that we had thought we might need for driveway locations located to the north and south of our entrance into the community. We now believe we can meet that separation, our driveway to where this street comes in, so we are going to ask to withdraw that without prejudice as well. By doing that, we pretty much, I think, have a staff report that would then support this project, as well as town board approval that would unanimously support this as well. We did make a couple of changes to the site plan as well after meeting with Commissioner Knapp's office. We did get those plans sent electronically to planning yesterday afternoon, along with a couple of proposed revised conditions. We were able to get hard sets delivered this morning just before 9 o'clock. I apologize we couldn't get them earlier, but we were working as fast as we could down to the wire, and so we at least tried to get them emailed electronically over. So if I can go through the site plan here. As mentioned, we are proposing 147 total lots. As you can see right here is Pioneer and Warm Springs. Importantly, here on Pioneer to the south, right here, we have existing homes that front onto Pioneer. So we have strategically also fronted our homes onto Pioneer this way to match the homes that are there. Internally, we have then homes on the inside coming in and circulating through. One of the changes that we did make was up here in this corner. We used to have a longer stub street where we had 3 homes fronting onto that stub street. After working with the commissioner's office, we were able to essentially flip a couple of the units, add 2 additional homes fronting on Pioneer, and then shorten up this substreet so that we only have now 1 home that faces that. And that was really the major change that we made to the site plan with respect to that. And we, like I said, tried to get site plan, landscape plan, and tentative maps at least emailed yesterday and then hand delivered this morning to staff. So appreciate that accommodation. With respect to some of the other waivers we have, here is kind of a heat map. We do have waivers that are with respect to the grade fill and wall height. As you can see from here, we have 2 natural ravines that come through here, and that is really requiring the fill area. What I want to stress, though, is we are not building the site up above the existing grade of our neighbors. Really, it's all internal. Biggest impact is through here, and then is right here where the wall height increase is requested. That was approved by both planning and at town board with respect to our design review for the grade increase and the wall height. So I wanted to make sure to outline that. As I mentioned, we did have a couple of conditions that we are asking to revise. They're really centered on the fact that we are proposing a mixture of 2- and 3-story home products here. I think this exhibit right here helps illustrate our desire where to place 3-story homes. I think what is most important, as you can see on the perimeter, 2 existing homes right here on our west, south, and east. The unhighlighted area will be homes that will be restricted to 2 stories or less. Internally, we are asking for the flexibility to do 2 or 3 stories. And then on the edges where we are not adjacent to single-family detached homes, essentially asking to have every 3rd home, or about 34% of those homes on the edges, to have flexibility to allow for 3-story homes. I did provide proposed revised conditions speaking to that, and I can read those in right now if that, I think Ms. Amundsen would like me to do so. So at this point, let me just read what we are proposing. So it would be 3-story homes limited to internal lots only, lot 10 through 16, lot 38 through lot 66, and lot 88 through lot 118. The next bullet point would read a maximum of 34% of 3-story homes limited to the following lots: lots 1 through 9, lot 17 through lot 68, lot 119 through lot 123, which are essentially these highlighted ones on the edges that I showed, and then per revised plans dated April 28th of 2022. So with that, I think we come before you with a plan that with a plan that is supported by town board and planning, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. I have just one question, just for my own,
Yes.
if I might.
You have to open the...
I'm not concluding him yet. In just a moment it will. When you explain that to us, it's like every 3rd lot is a 3-story. When you read what you read, it just sounded like it isn't every 3rd lot, it's 34%, however that works out. Is that what you meant to say?
That is correct. So I just, for illustration purposes, showed it every 3rd lot, but the condition does say, 34% of these exterior lots, maximum 34% can be 3-story.
All right.
If that clarifies.
Yep.
So that, it's just to be clear, it could be every 3rd house. It could be something more clustered than that, but it can in no event be more than 34%. That's what you're suggesting.
That is absolutely correct.
All right. Ms. Amundsen.
Sorry. I want to clarify. Tony, you noted that per revised plans dated May 28th. We go by the date it was submitted. Since it was submitted today, it would be per plan submitted today.
Fair. Yes, thank you. I apologize. Thank you for the...
Does that conclude your presentation?
It does. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak on this item? There being no one, I'll close the public hearing. And Commissioner Naft.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Celeste, just want to also acknowledge you did some work here with the neighborhood to the east that's actually going to solve some drainage issues and other problems for them. They were happy and satisfied with that, and as am I. You've read in all the conditions that I would have added to this, so I'm ready to move for approval of items 25, 26, and 27, noting that waiver development standards 2 and 3A and B have been withdrawn, and add the 3-story limitations as read into the record.
You've heard the motion for approval by Commissioner Knapp. If there are no discussion, please cast your votes. The motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.